Not. Yep, there we
We live,
go.
we live, we live, we love, we love. I love saying it live thing. It was so corny. Hey y'all, welcome back to the Sistah
Hello.
Session. I'm Key,
I'm Jen.
and this is the Sistah
Welcome.
Session. Welcome,
Yes,
welcome. Come
come
on in, come on
on
in.
in the
In the
room.
room.
We
All
gotta do it.
right, all right. Let's jump into it because we wanted to kind of keep it at a certain time point,
Time
right?
limit. Yes.
So we're talking about the pandemic. The pandemic is
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. The mask is on our face. We got the sanitizer. We're doing all the things, wiping down all the things. So I figured with the end of the year, close of the year coming, let's talk about what
Yes.
have you learned about yourself during the pandemic? What has the pandemic taught you about yourself?
A
And I'm
lot.
cracking up because of my answers that we're gonna share. But like, what did you learn about yourself during the pandemic?
Oh,
Would you
she
like to
cut
go
out.
first?
But you're back? Okay. It like cut out for a
Hi.
second. I
Would
was
you like
like,
to go first, or do you
I
want me to go first?
can. I can
Girl, go
swipe.
for it. What
Can you
have
still
you
hear me?
learned? Yes. What have you learned
So
about yourself
I
during
wrote
this
down the
pandemic?
top three things, right? So my
Okay.
first thing that I don't know if I really learned it, but it was more like solidified for me because I already
Okay.
knew, but I feel like it was more solidified. So I put God is faithful and He will take care of His own. Because during the
Mm,
pandemic, it's been very
yeah.
difficult for a lot of people financially,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
people have been worried or had it was difficult basically. But for
Yeah.
me, I was just like, I was never worried. Concerned
Mhm.
at different points,
Mhm.
yes, but worried, no, because God was just consistent in making sure that we were taken care of. Like there was no
Mhm.
lack during the
Yeah.
pandemic for us. Certain things had to be changed. Certain habits,
Yeah.
certain things we just couldn't do anymore.
Mhm.
I had to buckle down on a budget. So this
Mhm.
pandemic forced me to do that, to
Mm.
do a envelope system with my money because I learned like
Ooh.
if the dollar bills is in the
Nice.
bank, I'm just swiping, swipe, 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 swipe. Like I'm not
Yeah,
paying
because you don't
attention.
see it leaving. You don't see it leaving until you go
Exactly.
back to your account
And you're
available
like, wait, I
balance.
spent $20. What I spent $20 on? What I spent
Where?
50. So I had to assign every dollar a place. So I
Mhm.
ordered this little, the little binders from I think I have it in
Yes.
front of me. And I guess I could show y'all. I ordered this little binder
That's
from
cute. Mhm.
Amazon and I ordered
Mhm.
the little envelopes inside of it.
Mhm.
Like I guess you guys can't see, but they zip.
Nice.
And
Okay.
inside of it, each thing has a different category. And so I had to
Mhm.
literally write a budget, and every week I disciplined myself to go to the bank, take out the
That's
money,
good.
take it out,
Right.
ask for
Mhm.
change if I need to,
Right.
and put that dollar amount in the envelope every month. So I have the first envelope is budget card. So I don't forget. Everything is
Okay.
labeled how much I have to give. So I have to put that dollar amount in every single envelope
Got it.
and write on the back of it like the date, how much I deposited into it.
That's
So it's like,
discipline. That is
yeah,
awesome.
girl, that took
Taking a trip to the bank, remembering to take a trip to the bank, not being like, nah, I'm
right.
not gonna go, but no,
Not
I'm gonna go to the bank.
exactly.
I need
And
to
not spending a
withdraw
cent
this.
till
I'm
I
gonna put
do.
it in this envelope and not touch
Exactly. And
it.
then the kids, because we love to spend money eating out. And during the
Yes.
pandemic, it was very easy to do DoorDash,
Yep.
Uber Eats. Like in the beginning, what? We
Yes.
was DoorDashing every week. Like you couldn't
It
tell
was
me
an excuse
nothing.
like, oh, I can't go out, so let me order in. Like, no, there's food in the
Exactly.
fridge. Just whip it
Exactly.
in.
No, and it was being lazy too. Like I don't feel like
Yeah.
cooking. I cook
Mhm.
breakfast and lunch because my kids are home from school. I don't
Yeah.
feel like doing dinner now. So now we door
Yeah.
dashing. But with this envelope system, I told my kids, I'm like, this is how much money you have for eating out.
Mhm.
When that
Mhm.
money
Once
runs
it's
out,
gone,
that's it.
that's
I'm
it.
not
That's
dipping into another
it.
envelope to move stuff
Right.
over. Like you're done. That's your
Yeah.
budget for the week. So choose what you want wisely because I'm not doing it.
Yeah. I can
So
honestly say
yeah.
we did the same thing too, but on like a different spectrum. It was more like, well, we can't go out and do this. We can't go
Mm-hmm.
out and do that. So let's take a trip to the drive-through. Let's take a trip. It
Ah,
became like
yes.
we can't do anything else. Let's just go take a ride and go get some food to make you feel like you're doing something.
Right.
So
I
yeah,
get
yeah,
that.
yeah. We certainly have that. Okay, so mine for me, number one, I I knew this. Like, if I'm being honest with myself, whatever. I am a procrastinator. I am a procrastinator. Although I am a planner, I live out of my planner. I
Mm-hmm.
do, I do, I do. But if it's not like on the schedule, on the books, on the this, on the that, it's like, oh,
Right.
I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I'll get to it.
Right.
So then during the pandemic, I didn't have the excuse of, oh, I'm busy. I got this, I got this, I got this. I'm going here, I'm going here, I'm going here. It's like, now I'm home. I'm sitting right
What I was gonna
here.
do.
There's no reason for me not to have this done when I said I wanted to have it done. So it's like,
Right.
okay, I gotta get it done. I'm a procrastinator.
Exactly.
So I mean, realizing that and then wanting to change it because as a mom, I'm so cognizant of what I do, what I say, what my
Mm-hmm.
kids see me do and
Yep.
say, how they see me live, because I can't tell my kids not to procrastinate, but I'm sitting here with a to-do list and I ain't checked
Teach.
nothing off yet.
Teach.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay,
Yep.
I've gotta get on my P's and Q's so that my children can watch and say, well, yeah, mommy does live out of the planner. And when she said she was gonna do this on Tuesday, she did that
She
on
did it. Right.
Tuesday. And if she said she wasn't gonna do this, that's not really important, but get this done. You know what I'm saying? I just want to
Yeah.
raise good people. Like I'm not raising no raggedy
Absolutely.
folks.
I hear
what
that.
was your next one?
Let's. I gotta flip back. Sorry, guys. I'll be better prepared next time.
No
Oh wait, I gotta.
worries.
Is that a new one? What did I? Oh, okay. I learned about meekness. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but that's a
Did you say
struggle for me.
meekness?
Yes,
Like
I
Meek
learned
Mill?
that yes, meekness. I learned is strength under control. I learned that during this pandemic. Like I don't
Oh
always have
yes.
to say what it is I'm thinking, and I don't always have to act on
Ta,
what it is I'm thinking.
girl,
That's hard for me because if you say something, I will most
girl.
likely react versus respond. Like that's my instinct. Like you said,
Mhm,
what? So you
mhm,
want me to hurt your feelings now? Okay, let's do it.
mhm,
That's mine. So I had to learn that it's
mhm,
okay to be meek. Like it's a good
mhm,
quality to have. Jesus said it himself. He wants you to be meek and humble.
mhm.
So during the
Yeah.
pandemic, it definitely I had to reevaluate some things and learn
Mhm.
that it's okay to zip it and throw it away. Like
Yes.
it's okay, sis.
Yeah.
You can do it. Hold your peace.
I think a lot of people should have learned that during the pandemic on social
Mm-hmm.
media. I think we saw a lot of
Yes.
ugly things and ugly things
Absolutely.
coming out of people during the pandemic. And it was disheartening, especially when the racist folks were coming out and they were like,
Yes.
nigga this, nigga that,
Right.
coon this, black, yeah, whatever.
Like Black Lives
Just
don't
all that
matter.
mess.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
I just wish that a lot more people learn that lesson, and maybe they
Right.
did. Maybe they saw how ugly they were being, a few
Mm-hmm.
months ago, and maybe they did learn it. I don't know, but
Let's hope they
I
did.
just, I just hope and pray that a lot more people learned, just to be quiet and like what matters and what doesn't matter. Like if
Right.
you say something on my Facebook page, my bank account didn't change because you offended me. No one
Right.
died
And
in
I
my
don't
family
even
because you
know
hurt my feelings
you.
online. Like it doesn't even matter. I can
Right.
unfriend you, I can block you, and guess what? The hours and minutes on the clock still keep going. It doesn't
Basically.
matter. Like I really wish, hope and
Exactly.
pray that a lot more people learn that. Yeah. So
Yeah, y'all
my
still got
second
time.
one, we still got time. We got about 30 some more days in the year. We got time to get your life together, your whole life together.
Whole life.
Um, Y'all, I like to stay busy. And I know I kind of touched on it in
Mm-hmm.
my first one with being, procrastinating and liking to stay
Yes.
busy, but I like to stay busy. I do not like to sit idle. It makes me more
Mm-hmm.
anxious to sit and do nothing than it does when I'm on the go and my schedule is busy.
Right.
Live to be on the go. I do. Maybe it's because I'm a New Yorker, you know what I'm saying? But I can't just sit and do nothing. Like I've done some decluttering. I did some redecorating. I did
Mm-hmm.
some hair coloring. I did a lot of
That's too
stuff
girl.
because it's like I gotta do something. I gotta do something. I can't go here. My
Right.
schedule is usually I do this on these days and that on these days, but the kids would
Right.
normally have this, so I'll be over there. And now it's like, no, none of that's happening.
Can't do none
So
of that.
what are we gonna do? What are we gonna
Right.
do?
But
But
that's
yeah,
also
I
indicative
can't
of
sit
your
idle.
personality
Yeah.
though. You're a hard worker.
Okay, how
So
so?
I feel like
I am. I try to
people
be.
are if you're lazy, it probably was a breeze this pandemic because it was like what you want to do. You
Yeah.
want to be lazy.
I'm
You don't
doing
want to
the
do
same thing
anything.
anyway. Yeah, yeah.
Right, but if you're a
Mm-hmm.
hard worker like
Yeah.
you are, it's like, no, but I need something to do. Like someone give me something to do. So
Working. I
that's
like
indicative of your
being with people.
personality.
I like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I will see that, girl. I will see that. What's your next one? What's your next one?
My last one is rediscovering my worth. So I rediscovered
Mm.
that my worth is not found in
I'm
any
cheating. I'm
man.
jotting down all yours. Like I'm gonna meditate on your stuff when you finish talking. But go ahead.
I love it. I rediscovered. I'm like, yo, my worth is found in
I'm
Christ.
learning,
Period.
girl. This is my sister session
I
too.
love it. Yes, me
Yes.
too. But
I
I'm
know this
like,
sounds ghetto, but I got a tattoo
what?
on my side. What does it say? Her true beauty stems from being rooted in him. So yeah, girl, I feel
Yes,
you. I know that was kind of ghetto and you was being deep, but
yes.
I connected with it,
That
you
ain't
know. So,
ghetto.
okay.
Goodbye. That's not ghetto. That's actually
Cause
a
my
very
tattoo, and I
beautiful
was like,
quote.
yeah, it's funny.
That's beautiful quote. I
Yeah, it
like
looked
that a
like
lot.
so.
And
Thank
y'all
you.
ain't gonna see it tonight. Keep your eyes to yourself.
No. Mm-mm.
But
Sorry, go ahead, go ahead, go
yeah,
ahead. You said your
no,
work.
you got.
Sorry.
That's what I. Yeah. So I realized once I rediscovered like that my worth is found in Him, it was much easier for me
Mm-hmm.
to entertain the thought of loving and being loved. So I
Mm.
wasn't gonna be receptive to that
Yeah.
until I had come to that point. Like I needed to
Yeah.
know my worth before I met someone. Because then otherwise they would
Mm-hmm.
define my worth for me, or I would question my worth like I have before.
Yes.
So this pandemic definitely showed me that. I was like, all right, I know
Mm-hmm.
I'm flawed, but I also
Yeah.
know who I am and whose I am at this point. So I'm not
Yeah.
accepting just anybody. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
not. And so yeah, I learned that. And I'm open
That's
to
good.
being
I
loved
can connect with that.
and
Yeah.
loving.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I can so connect with that because it's kind of like when all the extra stuff is stripped away and it's just you and God sometimes, you know, like during this, I mean,
Yes.
we're talking about the pandemic, guys, don't get too deep. But like
Right.
during this pandemic time when like you're not going out as much, you don't have as many distractions and it's really just you
Exactly.
and God in the mirror,
Yep.
you and God in the car. Heck, you're not even
Yep.
in the car as much as you are. So you and God in your house, you and
Mm-hmm.
God when you're in the shower. I know for me, I did a
Absolutely.
lot of child. I don't know what to call it. I would say spiritual and mental and emotional decluttering. I'm
Yeah.
not
Oh,
gonna
I
get
like
emotional on this
that.
live because I
I'm
put
gonna
on
write that
mascara, but
down.
like I did
I like that a lot.
emotional and mental decluttering. When I
Uh-oh.
tell you I had to get rid of stuff, when I tell you I had to let go of stuff, when I tell you I had to forgive.
Uh-oh. I can't hear. Can you hear yourself, boo?
Uh
I don't mean to cut
oh.
you off
I
because you
can
sounding like
hear
a
myself.
dolphin
No, I
again
can
on
hear
my
myself.
but I can't tell if it's, it's just on my
Y'all, she is
side
disrespectful.
or if
She
it's
is
on your side.
disrespectful. I'm good.
Sorry guys, we're having technical difficulties, but I don't
Oh,
know if
you're
it's just me
disrespectful.
having technical difficulties or if it's like you guys can hear the technical difficulties as well. Because
I
last
can
time
hear
I lost
you
reception,
fine.
we were fine. Oh, you can hear me fine? Okay, so
Um,
just continue then. Maybe it's just me.
yes.
It's okay. Because then I'm just going to have to play it back for myself.
Okay, cool. Okay, it's fine. No, but like I really had to do some decluttering because it's like God, I'm dealing with the stuff, you know, going through this divorce. I am newly single as of a couple months ago, and I'm, you know, just in a different place, but just decluttering and getting that stuff out. Because I know for me, I'm used to being busy, and then when you're busy, you don't have time to break. You don't have times to emote. You don't have time to, you know,
True.
cry because you just did your face because you got to go do a video. You just did your face,
True.
or you just got dressed to go to work. You just made
Mm-hmm.
dinner for your kids. Your kids are in front of you. You don't
Right.
have time to unpack those things. So God knows I'm grateful for y'all, my sisters, for real, because you guys held me down in prayer, in conversation, in phone calls,
Absolutely.
when I had my bonnet on, when I had crust in my eyes, when I'm talking to y'all, you know, crying and letting things out, and my voice sound like this. You know, you guys were there, and I just like, yo, God, realizing your
Absolutely.
worth through this pandemic. Like, I don't need to go out and be seen to feel like I'm somebody. I don't need to
Right. You
put on
better say
all
that
this every day
again.
to you know what I'm saying? So I connect with that. Like,
Yes.
man, we'll talk about the
I
other
like
stuff
that.
in another sister session, you know. But
Yeah.
whew, that was, man. Okay, I'm gonna move on to my point because yeah. Okay. See, I don't want to talk about this now because now it seems so trivial. But
It's
when I real
not.
the third thing I realized about myself was I got a lot of stuff. Like, but again, that goes back to procrastinating and staying busy.
Yes.
When I procrastinate
Yes.
and put it to the side, I'm so busy doing other stuff. I collect
Hmm.
stuff. Now, mind you, when you walk into my room, it's not like a hoarder's house. Okay, that's not the case. But you know, everybody has that bin of stuff, like the papers or the little keepsakes or
Hmm.
clothes and shoes that you're supposed to be sending to
Yep.
the Salvation Army that
Oh,
you're
that's
still
me all day,
holding
every
on
day.
to,
That's
or
me.
you know what I'm saying. So
That's
just
me.
realizing that, like, I got a lot of stuff, and so I was able to get
Hmm.
stuff done during the pandemic. Like, okay, I'm here. Cool.
See?
Let's tackle this closet. Cool. Let's tackle this corner. Cool. Let's tackle that cabinet under the sink. We kind of stuff things, or the
Right.
junk drawer in the kitchen. Like, just stuff. And
That's
I
big
got a
though.
couple of it is. And then I was watching. I wish we getting paid for this. I was watching the Home Edit on Netflix. Oh my
Oh
goodness!
my
If
gosh,
you've not seen,
yes.
did you see it?
Oh
Did
my
you watch
gosh.
it?
I
OMG.
love
And so
stuff
I
like that.
learned to organize. Me too. I learned different ways to organize, different items to buy to keep myself organized. So that's one thing I did learn, during the pandemic. I did have a lot of stuff, and then me being busy, it was easy to be like, no, I'll get to it. I'm busy. No, I can get to
Right.
it because I'm busy. Now it's like,
Exactly.
no, you're not as busy as you were.
See, but
No, no,
that's
no,
why it's
no.
not trivial. That's a big, and I feel like a lot of women who listen to this can relate
Yeah.
because that's like even me. And you have to be disciplined, one, to take the
Yes.
step to
Yes.
even try to get the stuff done. So that's a
Mm-hmm.
big thing. I feel like I always say if I'm organized, things run a lot smoother. Like
Yes,
there's
they
less
do.
hiccups. The
Yeah.
mornings run better. When I'm not
Yes.
organized, it's pure
There's
chaos.
one shoe over
Everybody's
there,
looking for
the other
something.
shoe's in his backpack. You got the wrong backpacks. That's not your coat.
What?
That's his coat. Hmm.
Right.
Hmm.
It's
I
craziness.
thought
Where's
I put
that
my
paper?
keys
The
in my
permission
bag, but they're
slips.
back in the house. I got to get out the car and
Yeah.
get the key. Yeah,
Story of my
girl,
life.
girl, been there, done
Story
that.
of
Got the
my
T-shirt. We need
life.
to get those T-shirts. Been there, done that. Got the
We have
T-shirt.
to.
Hmm.
We have to. Because
Yeah, yeah.
that's a big thing. So that's for me, that's not trivial. Like that's
Okay,
huge. And I
cool,
did the
cool.
same thing
Okay.
during the pandemic. I went through, so I rearranged my whole room, right? The girls are in the room with me.
Mhm.
They have a bunk bed. So I rearranged the entire
Mhm.
room. And I realized I
Mhm.
had so many bins of not
Mhm.
just clothing, but like you said, like the keepsakes and stuff. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. So
Yeah.
I go through every bin,
Ridiculous.
taking out stuff that is not needed. I had bills brought from like
God.
2012
Why? Why? Tell me
still
why.
in a
No one
bin,
knows because you don't need it.
not even opened, just closed. It was like I looked at the bill, it was
Wow,
probably like the devil is a lie for
that's
me.
funny. Mhm.
But it was
That's
just
funny.
there. Just there. It was like, why do you
Yeah.
have this? At the end, I ended up having like 2 or 3 bins that are empty now that I can actually fill with
Well,
stuff that I need to put
well.
away. I was like,
Once you
why did you
purge,
have that?
now you make
Yes.
room for what you actually need in this season. That's a
Yes.
word. That's a word for somebody. Did you hear
Yes.
that?
Make room,
Purge and
sis.
make
God
room
cannot
for what you
bless
need in
you.
this season,
Let
girl.
go of the stuff. Oh,
Girl.
Pastor Michael Todd talked about that today, about being in
Oh,
position for
yes.
God to bless
Yes.
you. You
Girl, I
cannot
wrote
be
that
in
down
position
somewhere.
holding on to stuff.
Yes,
You
yes,
can't. Let it
yes.
go.
Forgive for your future. Let me see. I wrote down a
Yes.
lot. I
That
wrote
was
down a
good.
lot.
That
But
was
yeah,
good.
basically, let stuff go. So that's your future. You can do more with your future. When you're holding on to stuff,
Exactly.
you're limiting yourself. Mm.
Exactly. Don't
Yeah.
limit yourself. And you limiting God because he's like, I can't really
Put on my Shondo.
work with you. I
There's no
accept
more
that,
room for
Shondo.
me because you got all this stuff in here. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so closing out real quick.
The last question.
Yes. What's a positive outlook we can share about the pandemic? Was that a question?
Oh,
No,
wait.
no, that
I
wasn't
put
it.
up
The
another
last
one.
one. Do you want to do this? We can do that real quick. That one's easy for
Yeah,
me.
real
It's
fast.
gonna be
Because
quick.
yeah, because
It's
we
gonna
have
be
the
quick.
same answer.
I don't like being wrong. I don't like
Yeah,
being
basically.
wrong.
Me too. Me
I
too.
don't like being wrong.
I like being
I don't. But I
right.
also said I'm not wrong until you prove that you're right. I'm not wrong. Like
Basically,
I'm
come with
not.
your
Like because you can't
receipts.
prove that I'm wrong. Girl, come with your receipts because go back to the screenshot where you said, you know what I'm
Right?
saying? Am I planner on this day because we were supposed to? Okay, don't tell me. Okay,
we need
Google
to
said,
we need to put
so
that on
I'm
a
right.
t-shirt too. Come with the
True.
receipts.
Which one? Come
That's a t-shirt.
like that. Don't come with the receipts. But yeah, like that's just one thing. That's the truth about myself that I had to come to terms with. I do not like being
Yeah.
wrong. Something about being an adult, a woman, an older
Mhm.
sister, having been a wife. I said mother, wife, older. Yeah, something about being all of those. It's like I'm used to
Mhm.
being in charge and or right.
Right.
And
Me
so
too.
if you're gonna tell me I'm wrong, I need you to be right before I can be wrong. Right? I'm gonna get delivered, y'all. We're gonna get
Right.
delivered one day.
We're
But
gonna get delivered
today,
because
like
I'm
this is where I
piggybacking off of her,
stand.
guys.
This is where I stand
Yeah.
today on the fact that like I don't like being wrong. So come correct. That's how I feel.
Right. Because I don't want to be petty
That's my truth.
patty. Because I might be.
But I could be petty patty with the pies. I could be. If you I can serve it up with a plate and a fork. I got you.
Yeah.
Just don't. If you can't prove it didn't happen. You have no proof.
Right. Oh,
You have no
you can't prove
proof.
it. It didn't happen. You
You
sound like
have
a
no proof.
lawyer.
Sorry. My mom said I
I'm
should have been a
done.
lawyer. Probably could. Because I really do, like in my personal life, I really do deal in facts more than feelings. Like anyone who knows
Mhm.
me personally knows I'm not an emotional person. Like I do have my
Mhm.
moments where I unpack my emotions, but
Right.
other than that, I'm
Right.
like I'm free and jovial and
Yes.
like okay, well,
Definitely.
did someone so really say that? Like did you hear them say that? I don't even really delve in gossip too much, and even if somebody does
Mhm.
come and tell me something, I'm picking through to see, well, did they say that? Or do you think they said that? Because I'm just trying to understand what you're
Right.
saying. You know what I mean? That's just how I
Yeah.
am.
That is
Sorry.
you. That is you.
That's me.
That is. But that's what makes you dope. Because some
Oh,
people would take
cool.
the words that people say and run with it.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, but
Mm-mm.
you
I
know
don't
my
got time to run with
character
all that.
though. Yeah, it's like
Right.
you know my character. So why would you
Right.
even think
Yeah,
that I would
no.
say or do something like that? And if you
Mm-mm.
did have a question, you should come directly to me.
That's me.
That is
Wow.
you.
That's
I love that
about
about
Like,
you.
oh my
Keep it like
goodness. Which is
so
also
Jen, I
right. And
heard.
that's another thing. That's another thing. Like, I don't have many people in my life that come to me with like messy gossip. I have
Mhm.
sisters who may come to me with their stuff, and if we're
Right.
sharing another sister stuff, I feel like I can really say if you're coming to me with another
Right.
sister stuff, I know that she's trusted you with that stuff, and you know that I'm a vault,
Right.
and you know it's not going to go past me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I'm not going to go
Absolutely.
and tell someone who shouldn't know your tea. So yeah, I just don't have people
Absolutely.
in my life like that. But then again, that speaks to my character. Like I'm not messy like that. I'm not. Oh, girl, let me tell you
Right.
what you
At
told
all.
me. Mm-mm.
At
No.
all.
Mm-mm.
At
That's
all.
that's not what we're doing over here. No.
I love it.
Okay, so real quick, what's a positive
Mhm.
outlook? I know a lot of people, like every month, we were like, what's gonna happen this month? What's gonna happen this month? Oh Lord, what's gonna happen this
Yes.
month? The
Oh
end of the
my
year is coming.
God.
Are we saying Happy New Year? Are we saying, Jumanji to get out the game? What we doing? But I mean, I I want to really find like a positive outlook on the pandemic. So, like, what positive outlook can we share about the pandemic? Did you want to go first?
Sure. Mine is honestly
Go
just
for it.
gonna piggyback off of the first thing that I said. My positive
Hmm.
outlook is just that God has been so good and His grace has been
Yeah.
super sufficient. Like if I
Yeah.
was wavering in my faith before, 2020 has
Child.
made me much stronger in that area to know like,
Yes.
yo, I don't care what's happening. The world could be in a pandemic, but my Father
Yeah.
got me. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Period. That's
I
it.
can
That's
honestly
my
say the
positive
same,
outlook.
man. I can honestly say the same.
Boom.
Whew, yeah, yeah. God is, he stripped away all the extra stuff and he's like, yo, it's
Yes.
me and you. Come to me. Come straight to
Yes.
me. Like, ugh. Ooh. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that's another topic. But yes, mine was that people are most important.
Oh
And that's one
yes.
thing I've learned. Being a person like one of my primary love languages, like my top two, is physical
Hmm.
touch.
Me
And so
too.
give me a hug, virtual. One thing that I really learned is that, like, and some of you who are listening, maybe Jen as well, you've learned that, like, we're not really craving to go outside. We're not really
Mm-hmm.
to go on the next trip as much as we're craving other people. Like, I want to go see this
Yes.
person. I want to be connected with this person.
Right.
I want to go have dinner with the girls. I want my kids to go to the park and play with other
Yes.
kids. I
Yes.
want to go to work, not because I like working, but I remember Susie Q who sat next to me or who was on the road. I saw the guy at the coffee
Absolutely.
shop every day. Not like that, y'all. All like that. Just seeing the same people out in the world. And it's like now it's
Yes.
like I'm confined to the same space, you know?
Exactly. The
So yeah,
supermarket.
just realizing that people are important. Going that too. And also I've learned some people in their marriages and their relationships, we're gonna wrap it up, y'all. Some people in their marriages and their relationships, they've also said that, like, the pandemic helped them to get closer because there aren't as many
Right.
distractions. It's just us. So it's like, well, I gotta
Right.
talk to you
You got to talk
now,
it out.
or I
Exactly.
gotta cook for you now, or let's sit on the
Yes.
couch together. You know what I
There's
mean?
no
So, like,
excuses.
exactly, people are what's important, and I think
I
that's what
love
the world. I know
that.
for me, that's what I learned during this pandemic. You learn what's important, what you need. You learn what you need, and people are most important. People are at the top of my list. I need my peoples. I need my peoples.
Yes. I love that a lot
Yeah.
because I didn't even think
Definitely.
about that. Like, it's
No.
definitely there, but
Mhm.
that's absolutely because I have people who I'm like, yo, I really want to see you. Like, I really want to hang out with you.
Yeah.
Like, I miss
Mhm.
you.
Like, I
I
miss
miss
hearing your
you.
laugh. I miss you. I miss you,
Yeah.
Jen. Me too. Yeah, like, we need people. We need each other.
Yeah.
Oh, if you think about, like, the commercials for, like, different advertisements, everyone's got on their mask and they're trying different ways to stay connected, like, sitting in a parking lot but
Yes.
sitting far apart, or, like, behind the plexiglass, or going to visit your
Yes.
grandparents in a nursing home, but you're standing outside of the glass. You know what I mean?
Right.
Every
Yeah.
way you look, even on the TV, like, people still want to be connected to other people. It's not as so much
Absolutely.
about, I'm gonna go on the next trip, or I want to go
Right.
show off this and buy this. It's like, can I go hug my nana? Like, can I go
Yes.
see my sister? Can I go? You know what I mean? So
Absolutely. I think
yeah, I
that's a
think we're
positive
really
outlook too, though.
realizing a lot about ourselves. Yeah.
Being creative is like another positive
Yes.
outlook we could say because it's forcing us
Yes.
to be creative in
Yes.
ways to
A lot
stay
of
connected
DIY
to
projects have
people.
gone down since the
Yes.
pandemic
Even
started.
me. I was the other day I was like
Yeah.
Googling virtual date nights. Like, hello.
Hello.
That's a whole
Girl,
nother
Pinterest.
that's a
That's the
whole
next
nother
one. I
conversation,
wrote that
guys.
down for a topic, dating in 2020. Girl,
Yes, we need to tackle that
tuh.
one.
I mean, 2020 is almost
Because
over, but, like, dating nowadays, what does
still,
that look like?
right.
For Pinterest,
Because I
I
haven't
got
dated
you.
in a long time, guys. It's been almost a year since I've been divorced.
Jen about to
So
get her groove back. That's another
so now
topic,
listen,
though. But Jen about to get her groove back.
I am done.
Okay,
I am done. You
we're
are too
done.
much.
We love you guys. We are done. We're gonna get off this so I can FaceTime her to
Yes.
her groove back. Okay, yes. We will see you
I
guys
am
back.
done.
Oh, I didn't realize that today is Sunday, that we didn't even do this on Saturday. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I think I just told on ourselves. Yesterday just didn't work out. I was dealing with some personal
Yeah.
stuff. We're like, no, this platform is too important to us first and to all
Right.
of our viewers and listeners. So we had to make it happen for you guys. So
We definitely made it
yay.
happen.
Think we're done.
And I put up
Oh,
on
go
this
ahead and
screen,
yes, go ahead.
accesssession@gmail.com if you have any questions. Maybe you want to answer the questions that we posted today. We would
Mm-hmm.
love to hear from you. You can definitely send it in
Or
to
submit
us.
some questions. Yeah,
Yes.
some
Oh, yes,
topics.
please. We could do like a Ask Sister Session column. Like, please
Yeah,
ask us questions. We can give you feedback and advice on whatever it
yeah,
is. Or if you just want to, tell us to keep going and words of encouragement and affirmation, those are welcome too. But
yeah.
yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you, guys. See you next time.
See you next
Sister
week.
Session.
Sister
Bye bye.
Sessions. Bye.